Hi everyone, I'm Russ.
I'm Mark.
And this is A Spirited Endeavor.
Prime in the Pump Edition.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to do something. Tonight we're going a little...
We've gone rogue.
We've gone rogue.
So, Dewar's has kind of been the butt of many jokes with us. We had the Dewar's White Label early on when we were doing some blends, and it just wasn't a favorite of ours. And look, at the end of the day, it's not their higher-end whiskey, so the expectations shouldn't have been very high on our part. But we've had a few jokes at their expense.
Yeah, and they're a fine whiskey.
They really are.
I mean, it's just something that we kind of play with, and there's no harm in that.
No, absolutely.
But there's they're more than just that 12.
Oh, absolutely. And we've got a really good example here with us tonight. This is one of their new second finish series, or more recent second finish series. So it is a blended Scotch, and this one in particular has been aged in Portuguese port casks. So it should be interesting. Now, my understanding is it's aged 8 years, and the other thing that I thought was kind of interesting is I hear there's like 80 different whiskeys in this blend. So I'm not quite sure what they're using, but apparently there's quite a selection of whiskeys going into this.
You know what's really interesting is, I mean, just looking at the color of that in the bottle right now,
yeah.
there's a red color into that.
There really is. There really is. So I'm very curious about this. Again, we've had the white label. I don't think we've done any of the others from them yet.
Yeah.
The 12-year tends to score a little bit higher than the white label, is my understanding. But this, I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Now, I'm not a big fan of port finishes, so I'm curious to see if this may bring something that I really like to the table.
Yeah. Well, what we've done with port finishes in the past has always been a single malt. This one being a blend, I think, is going to have something, maybe a little bit of a different impact, perhaps, as long as they weren't heavy-handed with it, because it does tend to get that funk.
All right. Well, I'm completely game for this.
Cool.
So yeah, let's get into it.
Go. So I guess number one, I don't think there's a cork to worry about. So, oh yeah, there you go. Let's see. Doesn't smell especially winey on the cap there. Okay.
Get the crackle of the cap.
That's right.
That iconic sound.
No cork pop, but the crackle of the cap.
All right.
Okay, so from a color standpoint, it does seem to have a reddish tinge to it.
It does. Oh my God! Look at the oils on that.
That's one thing I heard about this, was that the oils were definitely present.
Oh, I'm getting something this far away from it too.
I am too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nose picked up on that very quickly.
Oh yeah, that just clings and clings and clings.
Yeah, and it is definitely, again, there's a little bit of a reddish tint to it. It's actually a pretty whiskey. I mean, as far as the oils are concerned, I'm kind of surprised.
I know. All right.
Well,
okay, so that's different.
it is. Not like what we've had before.
All right. I mean, it's soft on the nose.
Yeah.
There is definitely a wine note to this.
Yeah, I'm getting, there's an initial ethanol layer for me, and then I start getting the kind of wine notes.
Yeah, so I mean, and it's a grape wine. It's not like it's not like strawberry or cherry or some of those dark fruits that we tend to get from this.
Yeah.
This actually smells grapey.
Yeah, initially on the first nosing, I got kind of like grape skin.
Yeah.
Where you get that little tart nature, and then as I went back into it, I got more of the flesh.
You know what I'm getting on that? It's Concord grape.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Ooh, yeah, that was a little alcohol in that one.
Yeah, there's definitely an ethanol layer to it.
Yeah, that. But there's that like the grape juice.
Yeah. But not heavy.
No, and more on the and not really sweet. I mean, there's a little sweetness to it, but not really sweet. I'm not going into sugar coma smelling this. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay. I got nothing.
It's very reminiscent of the Dewar's that we had previously.
Yeah, I think so.
And the texture isn't thin, but the flavor's thin.
The flavor is very thin on this.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of that grape on the back end, but I mean, coming up there, it was all ethanol, and I didn't really pick up any discerning flavors in this.
Yeah, on the palate, I'm getting honey, perhaps. This doesn't just hand it to you. You've got to go looking for the flavors. And
Yeah, I think so.
honey is the one thing I get initially, and then yeah, I agree. On kind of the back end, I'm getting a little bit of the grape.
Getting a little bit of the grape, and now on the second swallow, I've got more of those honey notes in there, like you were talking about. But I'm not really picking up a whole lot of anything in this.
No, it's definitely reminiscent of the white label for me.
I think so. I'm wondering if a little water might bring out something in this. I'm gonna put a drop in there just to kind of see if that unlocks something here, because right now, like I said, I'm not getting much of anything.
So third sip, I'm getting a little bit more of the grape nature, kind of the side of the tongue towards the back, but still, again, it's one that you have to search for. It's not heavy-handed. And I think that was our complaint with Dewar's white labels. We're generally single malt guys, and we like something with a fair amount of flavor to it. And we found the white label to be lacking, and this, I have to say, is reminiscent of that.
Now, when I put a little bit of water on there, it amped up the spice a little bit.
Wow.
But I'm not getting much of anything on this. There's no strong flavor in this at all.
Funny thing for me is now I think I might have had a little bit less whiskey, so my whiskey to water ratio is probably a little different from yours. But the first thing I got was on the nose. I got that port funk that we've encountered before.
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely
where
right.
it didn't have that before.
Yeah, the mushroom juice.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but I'm not getting that on the palate. In fact, I'm still not getting anything on the palate. Wow.
Yeah, that amped up the spice a little bit, but to say that there's much spice would be overselling it, I think. It's really mild. So, what do you think on our scale?
Oh, yeah, I can't give that more than a 1.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I hate doing it. I hate doing it.
But it is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, it's everybody's taste is subjective. We've tried Dewar's white label. This kind of is in the same ballpark, in my opinion. And it's just not a hit with me.
Yeah, luckily it's not. It's at a price point where we're not in a huge commitment here.
Yeah, no, I spent $22 on this bottle. I think the highest I've seen it go for is like $25. But again, at that point, you're right there at Famous Grouse Ruby Cask, which is $25 to $29, and I think that is clearly the winner in this case. Yeah. Well, it's been interesting.
Yeah, it sure has. All right, well. Sorry, Dewars. We're rooting for you.
You're going to be the butt of some more jokes, I think.
Yeah, but we're rooting for you. We want to do it.
Yeah. Well,
we want to find that one.
It's got to be out there.
Is it?
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
All right, we'll catch you on the next one.
Take care.
Bye.